Several years ago, my laptop was the only light in the house. My family was asleep, and there I was burning the midnight oil. I was at the height of my corporate career. Was I a high performer? Absolutely. But I was feeling silenced in a male dominant environment. I was irritated, feeling misaligned, and I was literally burning out. My health began screaming louder than my ambition. And in that moment, I had to make a conscious decision to pivot. And I decided to walk away from performance culture and walk towards my healing. During that healing journey, I created a 5-step framework called Alpha Method, which stands for awareness, language, presence, handoff, and ascension. This was created to help leaders to learn to perform without burning out. It's rooted in emotional intelligence and sustainable well-being. You see, you cannot overcome what you don't confront. And I realized I had to acknowledge or confront that I was probably not aligned in the right profession. So I decided to do some research. And I found that women were burning out at a much faster rate than men. 55% of female leaders were experiencing burnout in the workplace. And the research further showed 7 out of 10 people will burn out during their career at some point in their career worldwide. So ladies, you see, we are burning out at a much faster rate than men. You see, I was overextending myself and ignoring the one thing that mattered most to me. Was not setting proper boundaries. But what I was ignoring was this temple, this body that I was blessed with. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Sometimes we forget that this body, this temple, is just a body, that we human and we are not robots. But this one thing changed my life. I began unpacking the scriptures and I found this principle. And it's from Romans 12:2, the B portion. And it reads, "You must be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So I realized I had to make a mindset shift. I had to get some type of transformation. I couldn't change because when you change, you default back to the old way of being. So I had to transform. And in that transformation, I began to change the way I think. Because when I changed the way I think, things actually began changing for me. And the Power Rising program was born out of the Alpha Method. So I want to share with you one step from my 5-step method. So once you enter into that coaching program, the first thing I'm going to teach you, I'm going to administer to you is a positive intelligence assessment. Once you complete that assessment and I have the results, I'll do a debrief around it and we'll determine what are some of those gaps, blind spots. Once we determine that, you'll start setting some goals where we can walk you through some techniques to get you to come out of that place of, not setting the right boundaries or saying yes, whatever is the result that you are looking for. Because what that assessment will do, it will show us the saboteurs that are showing up for you. And saboteurs could be things like the pleaser, the victim, the controller. Once we understand that, then we'll help you with some techniques that you can stop saying yes out of guilt and start serving you at a higher level. Because by gaining that awareness, you will heighten your emotional intelligence and better understand how to manage your emotions. See, there are 4 steps in this Alpha Method. But in the interest of time, I'll only be able to teach you this one step. So if you really want to enhance your leadership and experience the entire framework, it will take going through the Power Rising 12-week coaching program. You see, this is more than a coaching program. It is a movement for women, a movement for the next generation of women. It's a reclamation. And it's not about bravado or, posturing, but being your authentic self. You will learn to lead with soft power, but you're going to deliver sharp results. See, I am on a mission to transform 1,000 women to move away from performance culture and give themselves permission to lead in a way that honors them. Setting healthy boundaries, saying no with grace, and showing up as their authentic self. So if you are a female in the workplace or a female entrepreneur, I am inviting you to join the Power Rising movement, to come on board and understand how you can begin to set healthy boundaries, how you can begin to lead from a stronger place and avoid the pitfalls of burnout, of shrinking, of dimming your lights, or just feeling silence in the workplace. So if this is you, I'm inviting you, come join the movement. Schedule a discovery call with me, or you can DM me on Instagram at Dr. Capel. You can also, at Dr. Collins. You can also follow me on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. I look forward to seeing you being part of this movement.